Okay, so we need to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines and their slopes. Parallel lines, if you remember, look like this. They are equidistant all the way down from each other. Parallel lines can look like that. Think of railroad tracks, maybe. Those are parallel lines. If this one has positive slope of 2/3, then any line parallel to it is also going to have positive slope of 2/3. So that's what they're talking about, the same slope. If this slope is 4, then this slope is going to be 4 if they're parallel. Perpendicular lines form right angles to each other. Obviously, they're not parallel, so they do not have the same slope. Their slope would be opposite reciprocals, meaning if one slope is 1/3, then its perpendicular will have slope -3/1. Those are perpendicular. If you had 4/7 slope for one line, then the line of its perpendicular would be -7/4. You understand, I hope, what opposite, meaning opposite signs, reciprocals, meaning flipped. So let's work a couple of those. That's on the back sheet. Find the equation of the line. So there's that trigger again, the target. It tells you what to do. You should know right away that you're going to use this form. Remember our little flow chart. To find the equation of a line, you need the point and the slope, or a point on the line, any point will work. Plug and chug. That's it. You're still doing the same thing. It's just a different concept on slope, how to pull your slope out of the equation of a line. Oh, kind of hit that. Okay, so to find the equation of a line, you need a point, which we have, and you need the slope, but you don't have the slope. All you know is that the line we want is parallel to this line. So it makes sense that if we find the slope of this line, we'll have the slope of the line we want. So the first thing we need to do is find slope of my line that's given. I think I am going to solve for y because it'll be easy to pull out the slope then. So let me subtract 3x from both sides. Divide both sides by -2, and that gives me y equal a -3 over -2 is positive. Positive over a negative. So my slope that I'm looking for is 3/2. Then I can plug my slope and my point on the line into point slope form and do just what we were doing on our front page. Y minus the y value equal slope times x minus the x value. Clean it up. Distribute. That looks good there. 6/2 will be 3. We can subtract a 4 from both sides. Y equal 3/2 x minus 7. So that's what we're looking for. If you want to look at them and kind of make a picture in your mind of what we're doing, let's graph our first line. Remember, you have to put anything that's in fraction form in parentheses because your graph is only going to be as good as the person who put it in. 3 divided by 2, x minus 5 divided by 2. And you get your original line, positive slope. And then the line that we just found, go back to our y equal. We have 3 divided by 2x minus 7. And there's a parallel line. So it looks good. So you can stop the video and do this again and see how you do the math. The good thing about it, though, is all, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 types of information that you're given. Make sure you understand the question and you can pull out the information you need. So you need to go through all this again by yourself. Find the equation of a line, again, that passes through to -4, and it's perpendicular now. We have the same line down here as we did up there in number 1. So if my slope is 3/2 here, then the slope that I want to a perpendicular line would be the opposite reciprocal. So now we can plug it into point slope form. Y equal the y value of the point equal -2/3 x minus the x value. And let's clean it up. Y plus 4 equal -2/3 x plus 4/3. And then subtract 4 from both sides. Y equal -2/3 x. Let's see what 4/3 minus 4 is going to be. 4 divided by 3 minus 4 is -2.6. And let's turn that into a fraction. -8/3. So that looks like the equation of the perpendicular. Let's go look and see. Let's plug it in. Graph it with our other 2 parallel lines and see if it looks perpendicular. I think I have a square window. It shows better in these square windows. So let's put in our y, our new equation of our perpendicular line. Now we have the opposite reciprocal slope, -2/3 x minus 8/3. And let's graph that. And it looks like these are right triangles to me. So that's a perpendicular line with slope opposite reciprocal to a reference line. I will see you in class. Try to work these over and make sure you understand that when the question asks for the equation of a line, you will be using point slope form.